IMN Technology Mentorship Institute, in collaboration with FNB Namibia, are proud to announce their new program where they are launching robotics clubs and labs for learners countrywide. We are so excited to bring you this innovation and give you a front seat at the launch for you to find out what exactly this program entails. My name is Aina Raizakoya and this is Novelty.
I am Ms. Shatuapo, representing Ella Duplessis together with my learners. So today we are here invited by FNB in collaboration with IMN Technology Mentorship Institute, where they are doing a launch for robotics. As a school, we are here to find out more, where we might be interested in collaborating with this institute in bringing robotics into the learning environment and how it can benefit especially the science learners with coding and electronics and so forth, and all of these new things which is now the AI and so forth. For learners, this is something that is very beneficial because they want to be innovative. So that is why we are here today, and we are very much excited to learn more on what this IMN technology will actually bring to us. Not only as a teacher but also as a parent, would like to make sure that we encourage learners to be more innovative, as I mentioned, where they are able to partake in science that involves robotics, planning on the school also coming up with a school robotics club after this, so that parents should be more involved, and if they have to assist the learners with buying or investing in this robotics, they should really do it, because in the century that we're living in, technology is a great part of learners. So let's make it more interesting for them, where they are able to learn with, especially in fields that they are passionate about, which happens to be now the robotics, the internet, the AI, coming up with websites and so forth. Yes, so I would really also encourage parents to support their children if they happen to be interested in this program.
On behalf of Ella Duplessis learners, I would like to maybe thank this program, because it is going to be more or less in our environment when it's associated to us. We are really excited to learn more about technology, since this century is more based on technology. So we are really excited.
It is indeed a great honor for me to deliver a keynote address at the launch of the urban Javera. I want to be full name. I specifically requested for that one. Technology Mentorship Institute Day. In the same vein, the Ministry of Education and Agriculture is delighted to witness support from Friends of Education, Arts and Culture, willing to come on board and play an active role in assisting our ministry, schools, teachers, and learners in the area of robotics, coding, artificial intelligence, Internet of Thinking, Internet of Things, and many other smart technologies. In fact, while Mr. Debera was doing his presentation, I was telling my dear to say, this launch of today is too broad for us to understand everything. We need to sit around the table with IMN Tech for us to, to craft the way forward. We have an implementation plan that emanated from the resolutions of the Education Conference. It's finally approved by Cabinet, which is having some specific levers of change that we need to implement for 7 years. I just have to sign it off already this week. And digital transformation is one of those levers of change. And we really need to have specific activities that we can already roll out year by year, either by piloting in some schools, but we need to sit around the table and talk. Yeah, you mean this During the education stakeholders consultation and the National Conference on Education itself held in 2022, it became evidently clear that the Namibian education sector, especially basic education, lags behind in terms of global trends and standards for the provision of science and technology, engineering, arts and mathematics, abbreviated STEAM education, which is of inclusive robotics, coding, artificial intelligence, Internet of Thinking, of Things, and other smart technologies. This is also confirmed by the Fourth Industrial Revolution Task Force report released in 2022 that discovered that there is a skill mismatch between what the job market requires and what students are taught at institutions of higher learning, outdated job classifications and job requirements, few specialists in both IR, digital technology skills, and inadequate training in the manufacturing fields. And I believe all of us will agree with the emerging of economic industries like now the green hydrogen, the oils and gases. Definitely, if you look at the job classifications and job requirements that we put up, might not necessarily match with what we really need. So it's high time that our education system is really demand-driven. Otherwise, we'll always be exporting skills from other countries, and we cannot afford that one. It's a small economy we are. We need to be self-reliant and be able to carry out our own functions. As such, the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture welcomes the vision and way of the IMN Technology in creating an army of innovators through artificial intelligence, robotics, coding, Internet of Things, electronic and mechanical designs. There are skills that define the world around us and also align quite well with our ministry's vision. Director of Ceremonies. Digital transformation in schools and learning centers features highly on the ministry's agenda, as I said, and it is one of the key levers of change on the implementation plan of the National Education Conference resolutions. For the year 2023-2024 financial year, the Ministry of Education has budgeted 30 million to procure ICT hardware and software for schools, as per the National Conference on Education Implementation Plan. This translates to $750,000 per computer lab at 42 secondary schools across the country, covering 3 schools per region. So we have already started running. We are preparing the field for things like virtual. Each computer lab will be equipped with 40 desktop computers, 1 uninterrupted power supply, network accessories, 1 teacher laptop, a wireless printer, and saver, giving you a total of 1,680 desktop computers to be rolled out, which we have already started. We are busy with the procurement procedures. We just believe that by January we should be able to roll out the sales to the schools. The objective is to improve access to universal inclusive digital learning, aimed at expanding the supply of IT infrastructure to all schools and learning centers, which will be executed in a staggered approach as our 7-year plan on the IP, as I said, starting in 2023. An additional budget of 3.2 million has been earmarked for the procurement of smart interactive screens for all newly added 41 advanced subsidiary offering schools. Mr. Nyabera talked about possibility of online learning for you to be sitting where you are and training people on coding and everything in robotics. We have got such interactive screens already at our schools, which are linking schools to schools, regions to regions, teacher to teacher. These are additional to the 5 smart interactive screens, which we rolled out already to the initial AS offering schools in 2021. So those apparatuses are already in our schools. They are ready to be utilized for programs like this one. The procurement process is underway, and we anticipate for the ICT equipment to be delivered to targeted schools by early 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, STEAM education contributes to the development of cognitive and non-cognitive skills, such as computational thinking, logical reasoning, new age technology, product design thinking, self-awareness, collaboration, creativity, resilience, and communication, opening doors to careers in medicine, product design, business, entertainment, fashion, education, agriculture, mining, to mention but a few. IMN Technology has also offered to assist with the enhancement of the STEAM curriculum development at no cost, which is commendable. I was expecting the loud I'm saying he must come for us to start the topic. Dr. Hage Kenko, His Excellency President of the Republic of Namibia, on the 9th of June already called for a fundamental shift in how children are educated amid the fourth AIR. He reiterated that, and I quote, "The solution lies in increasing our technological skills, and national capacity to co-design and co-create contextually relevant technologies across the various dimensions of our development, including application to healthcare, energy, education, defense, agriculture, finance, trade, and commerce." The mammoth task of to infuse STEAM education in all schools is further supported by our National Development Plan 5, which aim to achieve the following. Number one, integrating ICT in all sectors to e-businesses, e-learning, e-health, and e-governance. Transforming Namibia into a knowledge economy. Reform primary curriculum to achieve numeracy, literacy, critical thinking, and information literacy, and this form parts of our curriculum reform, and it's ongoing. We're here is really following up on continuously upgrading the primary curriculum. Enrichment programs in schools, number 4, and public libraries. Number 5, increase qualified teachers and improve skills and competencies. Ladies and gentlemen, all stakeholders from the public and private sectors, especially our line Ministry of Information, Communication and Technology and its connectivity operators, are part of the solutions to achieve quality education, reducing inequalities, the improvement of industry, innovation and infrastructure as stated in the Sustainable Development Goals. Before I conclude, allow me to use this opportunity to thank all our stakeholders, especially the corporate world, for supporting education advancement towards the fourth industrial revolution in line with our NDP 5, our Harambee Prosperity Plan 2, the SADC Priority Strategy, and the Global Sustainable Development Goals Agenda. I further encourage more corporate players to invest in the education of young Namibians to address the fourth IR skills gap and drive our sustainable socio-economic development. I thank you.
We're going to write a quick program. You can see everything that I'm doing, right? Okay, so we're going to write a quick program. By the way, those two little girls are my daughters. The younger one is Ananya, the older one is Nandini. And the younger one can write some really cool code, and the older one can write some really awesome designs. So we're going to code the program in something called AMS AI, which is Avishkar Maker Studio for AI. And this is, I'm telling you, it's really simple. You will say, okay, you know, what's the big deal? So we will code with artificial intelligence. There's the brain that goes onto that Nambi is called It's called full 2.0 BLE. Please forgive me if it's too technical, but it is what it is. So we're going to code this. But for any code to work, we have to program it, so we have to create learning. So for AI, as Mario was mentioning earlier, we have to create models, and then we have to feed the models to our system. Over a period of time, the models become the system becomes so aware of new models adding up that it becomes super intelligent. So we are not going to go into that, but the model that we are going to feed is mostly of hand gestures. You can feed voice recognition, you can feed image processing, you could do connecting with other devices as well, but for this particular setting, I'm just going to do a hand gesture. So configure AI model. So I'm going to use, so I can do images, I can do hand pose, I can do pose net, which means my body posture, face mesh, which would mean even they will understand my eyebrows more than I do, they will. So hand pose. So let's call this a model at FNV. So yeah, FNV. So I'm going to call it this as FNV model 1. Again, my habit, I'm a coder, so I have to give complex names. I can't help it. But I'm going to keep this one simple. Palm. So that's my palm. You can see my palm. So it needs to take pictures of it. So it will take 60 snapshots on its own. But if you want more accuracy, it increases the snapshots, right? So I've done 60. Then I'm going to do a fist. F-I-S-T. Save. And then again, snapshot of fist. By the way, since I mentioned hand pose, that's why it's always looking for my hands. It's not looking at my body. It's not earmarking anything else. And then now I'm going to do a nothing pose so that it doesn't get confused. So nothing is literally nothing. No hands. Okay, I forgot to record. I'll very quickly, and I need to train the model. So now the training of the model will happen on its own. And for privacy concerns, we don't store the models because we are talking about children, we are talking about pictures. So we store it locally. I'm just going to restart this because it was connected to my phone. So training has been done. Let's test our training model. So let's see. It recognizes palm 100%, fist 100%, nothing 100%. Palm, fist, nothing. Palm, fist, nothing. Now let's use this model in our program. So I can download it, save it for later. And by the way, it recognizes a human hand. So ma'am, time for trial, come. So, but before that, we'll have to write a quick program. So the program is again pretty simple. It's a repeat while loop. I am making so I'm going to do a quick if and else. You can be here or somewhere here. I'll call you when you need to do the gestures. So just two more else's, which means I'm asking the computer to use the AI labels that I've created. So AI label, first label that we gave was, what was the name of the first label, ma'am? Palm, right? Okay, so we're going to use that label. What do we want Namibia to do when we show him his palm or your palm?
Move forward.
Should we ask him to come closer to us?
Yes.
Alright, let's do that. So I'm hoping, I think it's connected to port 3. So I've done port 3 clockwise and the other motor anti-clockwise. Okay, so it's going to hopefully come closer to us. It could probably go back also. I don't know which port is connected to what, but that's fine. What do you want on fist? When you show it fist, what should happen? Nothing will be stopped. Right? So fist reverses. Huh? Okay, sure. Alright, so let's do this. So by the way, this needs to be put there. So it's again a decision structure, FIST. And so I'm changing the motor direction. Earlier if it was clockwise, I made it anti-clockwise, so it will reverse. And clockwise, okay? And what happens if there is nothing? Stop. Okay, so nothing. By the way, is coding difficult? Huh? I'm just dragging things here and there. And this is how the future of coding will be. Mario did talk about that, right? So we have now coded that in palm, if it sees the palm, it makes it come forward. It might go backward because I don't know the polarity of the motors. If it sees fist, it is either going to go backward or opposite of whatever it was doing in palm. And when I don't show anything, it stops. So let's first save it. PP1. As I said, my fascination for complex words. FNB1. So I am connected to this guy. So now I am connected. It's paired. Like you pair your speakers and phones and so on and so forth, right? So you pair the machine. So I've paired it now, and I'm gonna play my monitor. Ow! No. Can you yeah. Just make it stand. So it is seeing my fist. Stop.
Sorry.
Stop.
The speed is too high.
Too jerky. Is that magic? Some try. So I believe science and technology before its time is magic. You have to show your hand. So don't be scared. It's not gonna bite you. See? And now. So don't. The trick I realized was. After hand. Yeah, nothing. I'm choosing deliberately. He's having a good time at my expense. At Nambi's expense. Alright. No, so when you show, I'm going to be with him so that he doesn't fall. Do whatever you want to do now. Slowly.
Stop this thing.
Nothing.
Take away the.
Nothing. Was it difficult to code?
No.
But if I tell you, this is pretty much what we will require if we have to control a Mars rover from our drawing rooms. The only thing that needs to change is right now we are working on a Bluetooth channel. We need to change the communication channel. Same motors, same logic. So it is not going to be a fantasy world or science fiction. It is going to happen. The choice is ours. Whether we take it up now or we become a consumer of this. Thank you very much, ma'am. Not only that, I
excited for the future scientists, leaders and brilliant minds, because to be exposed to such knowledge and opportunity at the tender age of just being in high school is absolutely amazing. We didn't have these opportunities growing up, and so then I'm excited to see the young ones have these opportunities to create a better future, not only for themselves but for us as a country at large. Until next time, this has been Novelty. My name is Aina Raiza Kwea. I'm sending you all my love and all my light.